It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden NFL 25.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. And leading them out at quarterback out of Kansas State, it's Skylar Thompson.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Amani Hooker there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Thompson. Into the hands of Berrios. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it here with Mostert. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hill brought in motion. Right back to Mostert on 1st down. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they'll get him down for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Titans coming out with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year. Taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Braxton Berrios deep to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
To throw is Thompson. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Hill brought in motion. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still third down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Levis.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Levis. Back to the former Jaguar and Falcon, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now Levis, open man, right side, he's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. Second and a yard. Now, Levis. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the first half. 3-0 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Levis to throw. That is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Crazy. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Now, Thompson. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Miami.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mostert from the pistol. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Thompson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Levis. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Levis to throw. He'll again get it to Ridley. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Tohu.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Thompson. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. He'll run. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Berrios. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Now, faking the give. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Throwing, Thompson. Off he goes. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Levis. This one complete to Ridley. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Gotta have it, 4th and 4. They'll go. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.